Hi, today I'm gonna talk about debt, leverage. Is debt good or bad? Some people say it's very dangerous to have debt. It's evil. If you want to become poor, you have to borrow and things like that. But I tell you, this is in reverse actually. Debt is good if you can handle it. If you know how to manage debt, it's great because it magnifies your returns. For instance, if you have capital and you borrow 30%, for instance, 30%, maybe 50%, and you can pay your interest rate on time properly, and using this borrowing invested in stocks or in businesses, so it doesn't matter. If it magnifies your return and you invest in a good businesses and gives you more, so leverage is good because it gives you more return. Actually, leverage is very nice if you know how to handle it, how to manage it, where to invest properly, carefully. It's great. All successful people have leverage. Without leverage, it's just very difficult. For instance, if you know with huge probability your investment will bring big returns, and you borrow invest additional this capital, yeah, in those stocks, for instance, and it gives you more return. You return less. For instance, if debt is, for instance, somewhere 6%, and you can return, you can maybe 5%, 3%, I don't know. But if you can return 20%, 25%, you pay your interest rate, and all this addition is your return. Actually, your return on your own capital increases. So debt is actually magnifies your return. So that's good. Debt is good if you know very well how to handle it, and don't borrow too much debt. You must be sure that you are able to pay it. So otherwise, debt is dangerous. If you borrow all the time, nobody lends you so much money. But anyway, if you borrow, you will go broke, because if the prices decrease and margin call erases, and brokerage or someone tells you, if you borrow from brokerage, for instance, they tell you you need to bring more capital, otherwise you will sell all your shares. It's dangerous, because if they sell all your shares and market reverses and goes up, you lose. You may go broke also if you borrow and can pay debt. So if you know how to handle debt, it's great. Magnifies your return. It's amazing. But if not, if you can't manage debt, and I don't know, maybe not good for you. But generally, money loses its value. For instance, US dollar is targeted like inflation target is 2%. This comes from the basket. In the basket, you can find different items like that. Let's say different real estate, transportation, so on, so on. Yeah? And maybe your inflation is only food. I don't know, or transportation. Yeah, actually, food, transportation, and this oil, fuel. Actually, it's much. It has much more inflation than some other stuff. So for you, maybe inflation is much bigger deal than the basket actually defines it. You have to know what is your inflation also. And generally, dollar is deflated every year. So money is losing power. It's no worse. Yeah, eventually it will be in 50 years. Maybe it will be very low purchasing power. It will have very low purchasing power. So it's not good to have cash. Some people say cash is king. Cash is good when you have investment opportunities, correction happens, or you can buy cheaply business or real estate or something. But if you hold this cash, in due course it's worthless, because if you put in a savings, bank does not give you return, yeah, just small 0 point something return. But inflation eats your purchasing power every year. So in real terms, it will be in losing position. So it's not good to hold cash. That's why if you borrow, invest in a good business, this business growing and actually gives you more return, and also this borrowing is deflating, yeah, dollar, it gives you more power. And it's good if you know how to handle debt. Leverage is great for you. All successful people have some leverage, so just learn how to use it, and it will be very good for you. If you know some portion of debt, not big portion or something from your capital, so you know how much debt you can handle, and borrow that amount. If you're sure this borrowing, you can use this borrowing to magnify your return. Thank you. If you have any question, please contact me. I'm here. Bye.